So when I was in college, I took a business class, and he was a great professor, very academic. He was really, truly that epitome of a professor. He came in with a suit, he had a briefcase, and I remember we had many different topics throughout the class on marketing, accounting, and management, consulting, and everything like that. But I remember he gave a word of advice to a lot of the students, right, in the class while he was teaching, and he always mentioned looking at the market for the business that you're going into. How big is that market? But I said to myself throughout the months in class, why do I really need a big market for my business? How about I go into something that was more niche, a little bit smaller market that I could maybe capture that audience to solve a problem they have. It may not be the biggest market out there that could cater to millions of people, but maybe there's one that could cater to hundreds of thousands of people that have a problem, and it's more a niche type of thing. So I thought to myself, it was a great piece of advice, but I didn't necessarily take it. I didn't go into businesses that I've created over the years, weren't necessarily the biggest billion-dollar markets, right? It could have been more niche-oriented markets, and I thought that kind of fit me a little bit better. And he did say, hey, maybe you want to go into something that captured a little bit more of a larger market. And I didn't necessarily follow that advice, but I have been successful in businesses going to more niche-oriented businesses. And I thought that may be a better approach for me, and also maybe to some young entrepreneurs out there. You can narrow it down and focus into a really niche type of business. For example, a business that I just recently started, right? All Ivy League events company. I started that business fairly recently, catering to events to those graduates of Ivy League schools. That's a niche type of business. I could have went into the events business catering to everyone. How many people are in this world? Billions of people. Right? How many people have graduated from Ivy League schools? Obviously smaller than the general population. But I wanted to go into a little bit of a niche type of market. I love throwing events, and I just threw a very big August singles mixer, and it was phenomenal. It was great, and people loved the idea that the event was just for those that graduated from Ivy League schools. They liked that. They felt comfortable. They want something a little bit more specific. And I'm going to be throwing a really fun event at a New York Mets game and a private suite for those that graduate Ivy League schools. It's going to be really fun and great. I thought to myself, hey, in life, it's not all about just being general. You could find a business that's more niche oriented, and you could be successful in it.